Hey, honey.
Hey, what's going on?
Not a whole lot. What's cooking with you? Did you finish where you are?
Yeah, I finished and I'm driving back home.
Okay.
I just ordered a couple lobsters.
Oh,
I'm
nice.
Go home. I'm going to go pick up some lobsters, sit by the pool, and have a beer and eat some lobster.
That
And then
sounds delightful.
I got the limo driving up to Darren's house to pick him up,
Mm-hmm.
and they're going to come pick me up, and then we're going to go to Rafi's surprise 40th birthday party.
Oh, my God. Rafi's married, right?
Married with a kid, yeah, he lives in Tamarack.
Oh, no kidding. Little
Yeah.
Rafi. He was always a really nice kid.
Yeah, wasn't I in like Hebrew school with him when I was 3?
Yeah, a long, long time ago.
Like
sure.
preschool.
So, surprise 40th party, so his wife is making it, or friends?
His parents are.
Oh,
So then I'll have the limo. So if we all go out or like have a guys' night and wherever we want to go, we got the car, so I don't have to worry about anything.
Oh, nice. Very nice.
So it makes sense to do it like that. That way everyone can be together and hang out and not worry about drinking, driving,
So
parking.
He lives in Tamarack now?
He does, but it's going to be at his parents' house.
Oh, okay. Which is also in Tamarack or no?
Coral Springs, I think the same house.
They still live in the same house. Oh, wow.
So, yeah, that's
Oh, very nice. How old is his kid?
I have no idea. I haven't seen Rafi since his wedding.
Wow. And how long ago did he get married?
It's got to be at least 5-6 years.
Oh, wow.
No, because she listens to me and she respects
I know
my
she does.
opinion.
Oh, I know.
But the difference is this: is like, listen, it's one thing when you get advice from your mother who's 35 years older, who last time she was single was the same decade that JFK was killed. You know, that was pretty much the last time you were single was within 10 years of JFK being killed. I mean, that was a long time.
Almost a half a century ago.
Pretty much. You were single almost half a century ago. So, and it's a different perspective than and then it allows me to refute what her girlfriends blow her up by telling her. I say, right. Wendi, that's what they should tell you. They're your friend. They should make you feel good. That's what most friends do. I said, right. Your real good friends tell you how it is. But most people, they know they don't want to hurt you. They want to give you hope. They want to tell you that you're the best ever. And that's all true. Yeah. And that's all what they should hear.
I tell you because I love you. There's a difference.
But I'm going to tell you, talk to, if you don't want to just talk to me, talk to 5 of my friends who, what are their feelings on dating women with kids. That alone, I'll go through the whole thing with her. I mean, and then at the end, I'll bring out Ben and Lincoln. But I'll break it down. I mean, the same way, not only do you not want to have kids, date someone with kids, you don't want to date someone who's been through a rough divorce, you don't want to date someone who's too old, you don't want to date someone who's not successful.
Keep scratching off the list.
Keep checking them off the list. Could you find someone tomorrow that's 70? Absolutely. Not a question. Could you find someone tomorrow that's 35 that wants to date a 37-year-old but super successful? More than likely, no. I mean, at every age, things change. And then when you become more complicated, you're a different package with 2 kids. And believe me, Wendi, if you had 4 kids, you'd be even a different package. Yeah. And if you had 10 kids, you'd be beyond a different package. You become a liability.
Or a point at which you look at yourself and look at your situation and look at your opportunity and say, I think I just won the lottery. What am I doing?
Yeah. And that's,
you don't win the lottery twice.
No, and as a good friend, am I going to tell you you can never win the lottery twice? No, it's 1 in 14 million each time you a kid. And it's Tuesday night. I come home from work. I want to see her. What do I have to do? I have to go over her house. I can't be like, hey, when you get done at the gym, come over.
Freedom is different. There's a total lack.
And you're giving up so much of your freedom. Now, if she was a 21-year-old with 2 kids, another example is Dan Marino in his first season in the league made it to the Super Bowl. And he always thought I've been in the league for a year and I came out and I'm playing the 49ers in the Super Bowl. He always says he thought it was so easy, and he thought he'd be back 4 or 5 times. He didn't realize that was the one chance in his life. There's been people who spend 5 years trying to catch one.
You go out the rest of your life and never catch it.
Yeah, and
that's what you don't want to happen.
Yeah,
I know.
Basically what happened.
I think the Marino story is actually very
it's
clever.
The same thing. He made it to the Super Bowl first. I mean, you don't realize what you have. I mean, it's like the first date you go on. You go to an airport and you're sitting waiting for your plane, and you sit down next to a Victoria's Secret model, and the girl says, "Yes, I'll go out on a date with you." And you think, it's so easy. But guess what? You never pick another one up like that again.
Right.
You don't realize that when something just comes. I'm telling you, when something comes
too easy,
the need is not there.
Mm-hmm.
She's sitting on such a cushion between having her financial independence, which she didn't earn, and then having her parents bend over backwards to make her life easier with the kids, to give her freedom. She has all these freedoms that she's done nothing to earn and nothing to warrant. It's not like she can go out because she's paying a babysitter $150 for the night.
Right.
So it's kind of like she won the lottery and has free child care with someone who she trusts a million times over.
Sure.
And what's the rush? Life is good. Oh, the girls want to go out. Okay. There's no, you know what I'm saying? And then combine it with the fact that I'm around, and Dad's around, and you're around. It's like the whole family's here.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So it's not like she's sitting in an apartment with, a savings account with $100,000 thinking, how the hell am I, if anything happens to me, how am I going to put food on the table for the kids? And,
right.
How am I going to provide for their future? And I'm just here by myself, and it would be nice to have the companionship. She's got more companionship than anyone around. She's got both her parents, 300 yards away. She has her brother who comes down every weekend. She's got a bunch of friends. She's got the financial trust fund baby. Listen, you get money 2 ways. You either earn it or it's given to you.
Mm.
That's it. And when you earn it, you look at it differently. When you wake up on a Saturday and you drive down to Miami to go, to go make some more money than when you just came into a few mil.
Mm.
That's the only thing that really, you hate to see money ruin someone and they lose the importance of things because of that. And I think it's because she didn't earn it, to be honest with you.
Yeah, no, well, a lot of it is because it happens. With Dave, I think it came too easily, just what you said. You think, oh, I met him, I'll meet
Mom got thrown in her lap.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And then it's just like a trust fund baby. They get everything thrown at them, and then you wonder, like Josh Fluke, his problem is not his problem. His blessing is that he's so freaking smart that he has to do so little work to go through med school and to go become an anesthesiologist. He can read it, he can hear it once, and he knows it. If I put forth the same effort that he put forth, I would have flunked out. Not even like I would have not been as good. I would have flunked out. If I put forth the same effort that he put forth, I would have flunked out. Not even like I would have not been as good. I would have flunked out. He really has quite a brain on him.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, even just talking to him. Smart, but Josh is at an. I mean, listen,
really?
He's like a mini Mike. But I'm just saying, that's why none of the other kids went on to really kill themselves or bust their ass. Because why?
He didn't have to. No. Nor does he, but he wants to.
What's it?
He didn't have to either.
He at one point, he was like, oh, I'll become a comedian. And then he was taking classes for that. And then he went out to New York to try to take acting classes. And, I mean, listen, if could be, I could see like even how he like grew his mustache and then he grew out his hair and then like if Michael wasn't a doctor, he wouldn't be doing it. Like even like how Michael always had motorcycles, he's like big into motorcycles. But I don't know how he does it, to be honest with you.
In town, where he would, either be there with her or be there instead of her to take care of it with one of the kids. But I think about it, when she had this accident, when her back went out, she ended up on the floor in the bathroom. So Lincoln went and got her phone for her so she could dial. We get there like immediately.
No, I know you said he helped.
2 minutes later, there he is at the door. So she evidently called him, and he, broke his neck getting over there to make sure that the first thing he did is get up there to see what he could do before he took his kids to school. I mean, he has been there for her every single time.
More than a friend.
See it, you know what to say.
When she's 40 and she's looking back and going, I wonder why I didn't see dating as a 40-year-old with a 9-year-old and an 8-year-old. Why I thought it was going to be so easy.
Mm-hmm.
Because you're a fucking moron.
Mm-hmm. You don't see what you have.
Yeah.
But what there's children.
So that's, if you check it, and the thing is this, she also thinks she's got all these people that want to set her up with someone. She does. But when you want to start checking people off the list, you realize real quickly that because you have wealth and success, you can't date someone below you. Guys do.
Made a comment once, I don't hang out with she doesn't have time or the ability to hang out with all the moms that drop the kids off because, like I saw it the other day, last week, I was taking a walk with Dad in the morning, and Wendi dropped the kids, she went to work. I'm taking a walk with Dad, and we end up near the beach, and the
husband can talk to one of the guys, and
he
can talk to one of the wives. If not, it's like he's down by himself, and the wife and the kids. Yeah. And so he just sits by himself. Like, it's not,
and Kelly once made a comment to me. I met her at Publix, and I always meet her, and she said something about, I think we're going to go out with the kids this weekend on the boat, and
that's one thing.
Right.
It's almost like talking to someone who's fat who doesn't realize it's because they're eating 5 cheeseburgers a day. You know what I mean? Like she's in La La Land.
Yeah, I like the Dan Marino story.
Yeah, I mean it's really like he just didn't realize how quickly he was going to. This was the one and only time. I mean, he was in the league 18 years.
Yeah. Don't blow your chance.
Just never happened. And I'll tell her. I mean, I haven't seen another person that would fit that category for her. If I did, I'd introduce her. And I know lots of people.
And she knows that you were with me with Clelia, and that's why you know that she wasn't going out with Dave.
Yeah.
That's probably what preempted it.
Let me call you later.
Go ahead. Bye.